Hi, Mika here from Superchat, and in today's video we will take a look at your AI agent, and in particular how we can debug your AI agent. So you might already set up an AI agent here in the settings and played around with it here on the right hand side in our playground, but you weren't 100% happy. That's usually very easy to fix, and that's what this video is about. But also if your AI agent is already up and running, and there are some conversations where your AI agent does a very, very good job, and others where you think, hey, this isn't 100% correct. We will take a look at basically all use cases, what can go wrong, and then we will also take a look at how we can fix all of these cases. And this applies for both if you only played around with your AI agent so far, or if you already have it live with your customers. Exactly. So as always, let's get right into it. Here, as you can see, I already prepared an example here. So I have the shop buddy. So basically a support agent for like an e-commerce store. Just a very basic example. Here you can see the prompt. Nothing particular, interesting here. So we kind of can skip this for now. We will look at knowledge and data. So pretty much all I did here is uploaded an FAQ document, as you can see here. I just prepared it here in Google Docs, then exported it as a PDF and then uploaded it here. Tools and actions, I didn't change anything, so this is the default setup. And what we are going to do is just test it here in the playground. But if you run into the same issues, with your customers in our Unified inbox, it's the exact same way how I now proceed to fix these issues as if you're just playing around with the AI agent in the playground. So it's exactly the same thing. So now what we might want to do is we want to ask a question here to the AI agent. Let's ask a question to something that he has actually knowledge about. So, hey, hi there, what payment methods do you support? So starting off pretty simple, as you can see. So here the AI agent should have the right answer to it, because this information is provided in the document that I uploaded. So like here in this one. And now I already got the response saying, hi, I'm shop buddy, blah, blah, blah. And these are the payment methods that we are supporting. So here all major credit cards: Visa, MasterCard, American Express, PayPal, Apple Pay, Google Pay, and bank transfers for orders over 500 euros. So this is super good. Now, we might not know if this is correct or not, especially like if your knowledge is very big. Now what we can do to kind of see whether this is correct or not, see at the bottom, you can always see the sources of your provided knowledge that the AI agent based this answer on. So pretty much how the AI agent works, he gets a message from your customers. He will take a look at this message, and then the first thing that the AI agent does is decide whether he needs the knowledge that is provided by you in order to answer this question. So that's kind of the first thing that the AI agent thinks about. In order to answer this correctly, do I need the knowledge, yes or no? In this case, the AI agent decided that he needs the knowledge, which is perfectly fine. So here everything went well. And then here, if you click further in here, you can show the resources of knowledge provided by you. So pretty much here, this is kind of the like a Google search that the AI agent came up with. So kind of like a search query. And with that search query, the AI agent goes to your provided knowledge and then basically looks for all like knowledge chunks that he can use in order to create the perfect response. In our case, we got back two sources, so two chunks, both from the same file, as we only provided one file. In case you are working with a website, multiple files here, it's super handy because you can always see, from where the information is coming. So here in both cases, it's our FAQ document that we uploaded. And then here you can see how relevant the information was. And then based on the high relevant chunks, the AI just goes ahead and creates a response. So here you can see, hey, show more. And this is a chunk that he thought is useful. It's pretty big. And here, this is a correct chunk because in here there's the knowledge needed to answer this question. So you can see it here. So here everything is fine, so nothing to debug. Sometimes what can happen is the AI agent does not go to the knowledge. This you can always see when there are no sources displayed here. This means the AI for some reason decided, hey, in order to respond to this question, I just don't need to look into the knowledge. That's then usually a problem with not your knowledge, but with your prompt. So in case, for example, I had a customer last week where for a specific question or like a specific category of questions, for some reason the AI agent decided I don't need to look up the knowledge in order to answer this. How you can fix that is pretty simple. You just tell the AI agent for these questions, so for if the customer asks anything around payments, whatever, then always take a look at the provided knowledge in order to answer this question. So exactly what I just said, you can now add to the prompt and then the problem will be fixed. In most cases, this should really rarely happen because in most cases, the AI agent knows when to look up the knowledge. But again, so what can happen, and this is exactly how you fix it, the AI agent responded to your customers and for whatever reason, he didn't look up the knowledge. This you can see as there is not this button here, so nothing will be shown here, only this thumbs up and thumbs down button. Then I need to tell the AI agent that in these cases, in these scenarios, he please needs to look up the knowledge in order to in the future provide a better answer to the customer. That's the first thing. Then what can happen is let's ask another question. Do you have any physical stores that I can go to? So now, asking another question. And now let's see what the AI agent does. Perfect. So here, he comes up with the response. Two sources again. So we know the AI agent looked up the knowledge to, create the response. And then here, what we can now see is that the chunks that the AI agent got back were all very low relevance. Why? Because that particular information is not provided in the knowledge. So here, the AI agent now responds saying, "Hi, I'm ShopBuddy, your AI agent, your AI support agent. At the moment, we don't have any physical retail stores. We are an online-only shop, blah, blah, blah." That's the correct answer, but he only responded like that because there was no knowledge, so thus the AI agent thinks it's only an online store. If this is the incorrect answer, you can see from the knowledge chunks provided here, they are all pretty low relevance. All we need to do is basically now add this knowledge to our documents or here in general to our knowledge. Instead of now you having to upload this document over and over again as you want to maintain your knowledge in Superchat, you can just also go ahead and create a new QA list here, saying here general questions. This is kind of the folder name for the questions. Do you have any physical stores? No, we are only online. Very quick adding this one here, and now you can see here we now have a folder with all general questions. I added this question answer pair, and now we can go back. Here you can see I need to reset the playground so that I can test it again. I asked the exact same question, and now let's see what happens. Hi, I'm ShopBuddy, your AI support agent. Show 3 sources. And here you can see perfect, medium relevance. For whatever reason, usually this should have been higher relevance, but it worked. So here you can see now, hey, do you have any physical stores? No, we are only online. And now he uses immediately this chunk to give an even better answer. This is pretty much how it works. So if there is knowledge provided, then always make sure to check the sources. If the answer is not 100%, like if you're not 100% happy with the answer, always again first look up, did the AI agent use knowledge in the first place? If not, go ahead in the prompt and tell him in these cases to use the knowledge. And if the answer is not 100% correct or vague, then just provide a better knowledge piece for the AI agent by adding it here into the knowledge. Then there is another case, what can happen and what happens. For some reason your knowledge is out of date. I had a customer where the provided phone number, he used a website, so he added his website. And then basically what he did is the AI agent used all of the information of his website, which is also completely fine. Everything worked, but at some point the customer said, hey, the AI agent always gives out the wrong opening hours. And then pretty much what we did is we looked at where the AI agent got the information from, and then the information that he had access to was actually correct, and the problem was just like that the knowledge was out of date. In his particular case, what happened is they updated the website, and they didn't newly sync the website in SuperChat. So always make sure that if something changes, or if there's an incorrect answer, it might also happen that the knowledge provided to the AI agent is actually not correct, and then you need to fix it. So like in his case, what we did is pretty much we just saw, hey, this knowledge chunk comes from his website. We looked at everything, and then we saw, hey, the website was updated, so we just now have to newly sync the website with the AI agent. How do you do that? It's pretty simple. Just go ahead here. You can see I just added this one, and then all you need to do is just click on the ... menu and then say synchronize. And that's pretty much it. That's unfortunately now in German. Let me switch this to English really quick, but you get the point. So pretty straightforward. So again, all you need to do, hopefully it's this one. No, it's not, of course. I think it's this one, please. Yeah, so here you can just click on sync, and then please always make sure, as you can see here, that the AI agent also has access to the respective pages. For that, you always need to click in here and make sure that all the pages that the AI agent should have access to are actually toggled on. That's pretty much it. Exactly, so now we already learned kind of 2 or 3 things. First of all, always take a look at whether the AI agent uses your provided knowledge in the first place. If not, tell him to do so. Then there is information missing, so like you just need to add more knowledge so that the AI agent can do a better job. Or the third part is the provided knowledge that you uploaded is out of date, and then you need to look at the chunks here again, and then basically update the knowledge of the AI agent so that he has actually the correct data and the correct knowledge to respond to the questions of your customers in a correct way. Exactly. That's pretty much all of this. And now the last thing that always happens, and that's also based on the prompt, is the AI agent not doing exactly what you want, and not in regards to like the information that he sends to your customers, but just in the way he communicates with your customer or does like specific processes. For that, it's always a problem with the prompt. So I always tell customers, imagine the AI agent being your best employee, but you need to be very particular in how you communicate with this employee. It's kind of like a 6-year-old who's like super intelligent, but you need to be very specific in giving him instructions. I had this example earlier. What payment methods do you support? Let's see if it happens again, because previously I saw that in both answers the AI agent always said, yeah, it happens here again. says, "Hi, I'm ShopBuddy, your AI support agent." And then, the customer asks yet another question, and then he does exactly the same, which feels super, super unnatural. So this might be something that you really don't like, which I completely understand, but that's super, super easy to fix, because all we now need to do is go into the prompt here and tell the AI agent that he shouldn't do that. So here, to work a little bit easier, you can just expand this, and now you have the entire prompt here. And now let's see where the issue is. So here we say you are a friendly and knowledgeable AI support agent for an e-commerce shop. Your mission is to assist customers with their inquiries, provide solutions to issues, blah, blah, blah. And then here is the problem. So here we say to him, hey, core task, greet customers warmly and introduce yourself. Hi. And he takes it literally. So like here he will do it like with every message, which of course is not good. And basically how we can fix that is just like by being a little bit more accurate. Here, greet the customer warmly at the beginning of the conversation and introduce yourself with blah. Now let's try it again. So we will really test it. Now this should be fixed. So as you can see, super, super simple. Sometimes here it worked. Now we say what payment methods do you support? And now let's see what happens. Perfect, didn't work yet, so we have to be even more accurate. So here, this is sometimes a little bit back and forth. Here, greet customers. So let's do that. Greet customers warmly at the beginning of the conversation and introduce yourself once. Understand customers, blah, blah, blah. This should now probably be fixed. I hope I'm not mistaken again. Let's try this out. Not sure if it's somewhere else part of the prompt, but now I'm pretty confident that this will be fixed. Payment methods do you support? So let's see what happens now, but this is exactly kind of how it works, perfect. Now it's fixed. As you can see, it was one word that I changed. Now I can retest it will work. But here I just said, at the beginning was not enough. I now just said, hey, introduce yourself once, and then, this fixed the problem. So as you can see, every time you have a problem, as stupid as it sounds, but you can fix it by just being a little bit more accurate in your description on how the AI agent should go about things. This comes to, how you should speak to your customers, if there are very specific processes in place, especially for sales use cases. So here, this is basically how you fix these kind of issues, really just by adjusting the prompt. What I always do is, if you run into an issue, you can also always go ahead, take this prompt part, and then just ask AI, so ChatGPT or Claude, whatever you are using, and then say, hey, this is the prompt of my AI agent, this is the problem, please fix the prompt. And then just go back, copy paste it in again, and then it should work in 99% of cases. Otherwise, always feel free to message us. But in most cases, it should be very easy to fix. And again, it's kind of a time investment in the beginning, but the payoff is super, super big. And because we can see it with most of our customers, it's not unlikely that the AI agent takes off 80 to 90% of all your manual work that you're currently doing completely on your own. So yeah, we pretty much looked at everything. Again, like here, by giving the AI agents thumbs up, thumbs down to the messages, this is feedback for us, so that we can, improve the AI agent. So please continue doing that, but that does not actively train the AI agent. This currently you still have to do on your own. There are more features coming that will make it even easier for you to train the AI agent. Currently, it's still less or more like manual process. But we basically in this video covered everything on, what could happen, and then also what you need to do is either always adjusting the prompt or the knowledge. Exactly. That's pretty much it. One last thing that I want to cover, and that's kind of repeating myself, but one last issue that you could run into is that that you are working with an exit condition here. Let's say you have an exit conditions, hand over to finance, and then here you have a prompt saying every time the customer starts talking about finance, invoices, etc., and the conversation. So this is kind of an exit condition, and the AI agent will automatically check, when something like this happens, and then he will end the conversation and you can continue the automation here. Here again, when this doesn't work for any reason, or like it works but only in 50% of the cases, all you really need to do is adjust the prompt here. Then something with this prompt is not specific enough, because here we need to be very, very specific in which cases the AI agent should actually follow this exit condition. So here it's also all again about prompt engineering and giving the AI agent very detailed and very good instructions on when to do what. Exactly, that's pretty much it. I hope this was helpful. Greetings from Berlin, and hopefully see you in the next one. Bye bye.